Okay, let's go over how to open an investment account as an undocumented immigrant. This is probably the number one question that many immigrants that we work with in immigrant finance are searching for on Google, trying to find the answer to, and that we ourselves really struggled with when we went through the whole journey of navigating the immigration and financial and investment systems when my husband, Mal, immigrated to the US from Ecuador. This also led us to start immigrant finance. So let's go ahead and dig in. This is exactly what we help with. Big picture, we want to go over some of like the key steps to orient you. And then if you do want to dig in more, get more support, get further guidance, the main way we can help is through our signature program, Immigrant Finance School. We go through all the nitty-gritty details and mechanics of opening the account, analyzing the fees, analyzing the performance, figuring out your strategy, all of the things, actually purchasing the investments, automating them. You can learn more about that at immigrantfinanceschool.com. All right, let's get started. So we're going to talk about 5 steps, big picture, to guide your thinking about how to get started with investing when you're an undocumented immigrant. So the first step is to research your options, to learn and familiarize yourself with the different types of investment accounts that are available, the different requirements, the different firms out there, and be an informed consumer, right? Like watch videos like this, watch other videos, Google stuff, and essentially know that yes, you can invest if you are an undocumented immigrant. And yes, there are investment platforms out there. The ones that we know for sure do accept individual taxpayer identification numbers, or ITINs, which is an alternative number for people who do not have a social security number in the US, are Vanguard, Fidelity, and Charles Schwab. We recommend all of those. All of those platforms have good customer service, have low fees, have lots of options available, and most importantly, do accept the ITIN to open an account. So the second step is going to be to gather your necessary documents and information, the main one being your ITIN number. And if you don't have an ITIN number already, you can apply for one with Form W-7 with the IRS. You will need to submit most likely a tax return along with the ITIN application. Even if you don't have income to be reporting, you still can technically file a tax return. And if you need help with that, that is a service that we offer at Immigrant Finance. You can reach out to us at hello@immigrantfinance.com for more information. The third step is to choose a reputable financial institution. So like I mentioned, Vanguard, Fidelity, and Charles Schwab all accept ITINs. They're all reputable institutions, and they're all available for ITIN holders that are undocumented. So look for institutions that have experience working with ITIN holders that are going to be able to provide the services that you need. Number 4 is to actually complete the application process. You're going to have to give personal information like your country of citizenship, your name, address, date of birth, perhaps some relevant identification documents. There are some questions that kind of cross over into immigration. So if you have trouble answering those, getting it open, this is exactly what we help with. And Immigrant Finance School is the best place to get support with that, over at immigrantfinanceschool.com. And then the 5th and final step, once you get your account open, is to actually fund it and start investing. So this is a big mistake we see a lot of new investors make, where they think just like opening the account means they're investing, or like transferring money from their bank account in means they're investing. Not true. You have to actually go and purchase the investments after you transfer the money in. And it's always so sad when we come across people who like got their account open, they got some money transferred in, and then it's just been sitting there for years when it could have been growing if the person had just purchased some investments. So make sure to read up and learn about like different types of funds you can invest in. We do recommend having a long-term plan, long-term strategy for investments. The number one way to build wealth in the stock market is really time. It's time in the market for investments to grow. And so investing in like sustainable funds that you can tell from the data are going to perform well over time and allow your money to grow over time is going to be the best way to build wealth. Any kind of like get rich fast scheme, get rich quick scheme, or the hottest stock is not going to be as sustainable. Those tend to be much higher risk, right? When you try to do an investing strategy like that, nothing wrong with that if that's your approach. But if you really do want to have the highest probability of building wealth long term, sustainably, it's really about going to be spreading out the risk, checking out things like index funds where you can spread out the risk, and lowering the taxes through tax advantaged retirement accounts and other types of tax advantaged accounts that will allow you to keep more of the earnings that you make. So I hope this is helpful to hopefully demystify things a little bit, get you started. We'd love to hear from you in the comments below. Did you find this video helpful? What questions do you have for us? What do you want us to make other videos on? And we always love to connect. So the best way to connect with us is just over on Instagram. Send us a message at immigrant.finance. And we can't wait to hear from you. Thanks so much for listening, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care.